We're just going to continue with the halachot of Shabuot. There are some opinions that you're not allowed to do the arvit of Shabuot, of the night of Shabuot. We're talking about on Sunday night, which is the night of Shabuot, until after nightfall, which means that we would only start the arvit, think about it, at around, let's say, 8:48. Even if we're going to go with an earlier nightfall, so it might be 8:30, but that means that's the time that you would only be starting the arvit. However, though, a lot of other opinions, they hold no, the arvit you're allowed to pray mibeod yom, but only the Kiddush you have to wait until nighttime. And now what's the inyan, first of all, of even waiting for the nighttime? And then what's the difference between Kiddush and Tefillah? So it's actually brought down that since we have Sefirat HaOmer, and we say Sheva Shabbatot Temimot Tziena, which means that you need the Temimut of the 7 complete weeks, the 7 complete weeks is only going to be when it's at nightfall. Once it's at nightfall, you have completed 7 complete weeks from Pesach until Shavuot, and therefore you're going to come on the night of Shavuot, and you're going to start when it's already complete, and now it's going to be the 50th day. However, though, right, some people make a differentiation between the Kiddush and the Tefillah. Now, if you actually think about it, what would be the difference? In the Tefillah, we also say Mekadesh Yisrael ve'azemanim, which means that we come and we accept upon ourselves the Yom Tov by making the Beracha. Remember, every single Friday night or every single Tefillah of Yom Tov or Tefillah of Shabbat, there are 7 blessings. The first 3, which are the normal 3, which are going to be Birkot, right, HaShevach. The last 3, which is going to be Birkat HaOda'ah, thanking HaKadosh Baruch Hu, which are always going to be the same. And then you have the middle one. The middle one on Shabbat, Mekadesh HaShabbat. Yom Tov, Mekadesh Yisrael Yom HaZimanim. If it's going to be Yom Tov and Shabbat, Mekadesh HaShabbat Yisrael Yom HaZimanim. If it's going to be Rosh Chodesh, Mekadesh Yisrael Rosh Chodeshim. If it's going to be Shabbat and Rosh Chodesh, Mekadesh HaShabbat. So therefore, the second that you come and you say the beracha in the tefillah, technically you already accepted upon yourself the chag. So if you accepted upon yourself the chag, what is the difference then between tefillah and between the kiddush? And the difference, which is actually brought down in one of the shoots of the Divrei Yetziv, he comes and he says like this. He says, the second that you do Kiddush, whether you like it or not, it's Din Kiddush. The halacha of Kiddush is to bring you into the Chag. And therefore, even if a person did not pray, but he comes and he made Kiddush, the Kiddush brings a person into the Chag. He says, the Din of Tefillah is Minchot Din Tefillah. Has nothing to do with bringing into the Chag or not. A person is obligated to pray 3 times a day. And therefore, when a person comes and he prays, it's midin tefillah. It's not midin bringing it in. You're right. Mimela, it could be that it brings a person into the chag, but that's not the main aspect of the tefillah. You have an obligation to pray, regardless of Yom Tov or not. You have to pray shalosh tefillot b'chol yom. Now, it's true that by praying, you're bringing in the chag, but it's not that that's the main purpose of the tefillah. Because of that, the Sfaradim are mekilim. Rovadia is mekel even lechatechila, that we're allowed to pray arvit early, and that's what we do here. And then what happens is that the kiddush, you have to be makpid to do the kiddush after nightfall. So therefore the tefillah is going to be earlier, and then we're going to start the kiddush at around 8:48. But it's not that you're starting arvit at 8:48. There's a big difference between that, right? However, though, there are other opinions that Mishabura brings down and others that know that they're makpidim even on the tefillah, which means according to that, even the tefillah of the arvit would be mamash only starting at 8:48, and then they would continue later on, and they would actually only start the kiddush probably whatever time it is. I'm saying by the time they get home and everything, it'll be around almost 9:15, 9:20, 9:25, whatever time, right, by the time they get home after that. So therefore, again, this is just in order for us to understand where does the different halachot come from, right? Even though nowadays, especially here in Chutz La'aretz, or especially in France and other places where Bichlal nighttime is completely, right, way later on, so therefore they're going to be more mekel. There they try even, sometimes they're even going to be mekelim with beforehand, which sometimes they'll try to do for the plag or whatever, and then they'll try to do a little bit later on. But again, now you understand what's the concept of why would you need to wait until nightfall in order to do the Kiddush of the night of Shavuot.